Brewers and Ryan Braun, game 2 of the series. Braun, 3 hits and a home run last night in a 10-1 pounding of the Padres. And we're set to go here at beautiful Petco Park. Game 2 of the 3-game series. The San Diego Padres hosting the first place Milwaukee Brewers. And good evening, everyone. Dick Enberg along with Mark Swinney sitting in for Mark Grant, taking the week off. And we're looking forward to seeing the big right-hander, Tyson Ross, on the mound tonight.
Well, Dick, he's been outstanding, and you see the confidence with every single start. The last outing against the Dodgers, simply remarkable against Clayton Kershaw. But if you look at the month of July, 4-2 with a 1.10 ERA. Tyson Ross, since that All-Star game, is a different pitcher. He believes he can finish games. He understands the severity of going out there and being consistent as a pitcher. And I really believe it's the fastball movement that has been tremendous for Tyson Ross. He is picking his game up to another level.
The fastball complementing that wicked slider of Ross, who is in the elite when it comes to strikeouts and earned run average and opposing batting average. And he goes against a youngster tonight, Jimmy Nelson, right-hander for the Milwaukee Brewers. Now, you go to this Brewers lineup. They can bash, and it starts right at the very top.
Well, did they look very good and very comfortable last night? And their leadoff hitter is the dynamic Carlos Gomez. He has flash, he has flair, and he has passion for the game of baseball. Whether you like it or hate it, he is a very good talent on both sides of the baseball, but offensively he can change a game with his swing. Very powerful, very aggressive, and he's a leadoff hitter, which you don't normally see that much.
Already in the 2020 club with over 20 home runs and over 20 stolen bases, had 3 hits last night, 2 singles and a double. So he is a true table setter. Can they cool down the Brewers tonight? Make them flat. Take the suds out of their big offensive game. We'll see how they plan to do that, the Padres, when we return to Petco.
Welcome back to Petco Park. Game 2 between the Padres and the Brewers just about to get underway as the Padres try and even the series. It'll be Tyson Ross on the mound today, trying to look for his 13th consecutive quality start. His previous start against the Brewers this season, he gave up 5 earned runs on 9 hits, but he's certainly been a different pitcher this second half of the season. Rene Rivera behind the plate. We talked about watching last night's game and that offense for the Brewers, the aggressiveness, if it will change how he calls the game for Tyson today.
I don't think you change anything. I think you go the way you approach the other hitters. I mean, you gotta locate fastballs, you gotta locate breaking balls well. So I mean, you just go with your pitcher stuff and attack them.
And that's your Geico quote of the game. So Tyson Ross will try and pick up a W, even this series against the Brewers, and try and limit their aggressive offense. We got first pitch coming up from Petco Park here on Fox Sports San Diego.
Tyson Ross will toe the slab against this high-powered Milwaukee Brewers team, second in the National League in home runs. And let's take a look at Ron Renicki's starting lineup, brought to you by Mattress Discounters. Carlos Gomez, then Jonathan Lucroy, Ryan Braun, Aramis Ramirez. Scooter Gennett gets a start. He's in the 5th slot at second base. Chris Davis, 20 home runs on the year in left field. Mark Reynolds, another home run hitter with 21, hitting 7th. Then Gene Segura and the pitcher Jimmy Nelson.
Let's take a look at our scouting report from Tyson Ross, and you got to maintain that leadoff hitter control. Carlos Gomez, 3 for 5 last night, and also fastball aggressive, especially early in the game. Tyson Ross did that in his last start in L.A. Both sides of the plate with a lot of movement and velocity, and then go to that wipeout slider.
And he's going to have to keep the ball in the yard. These Brewers love to hit the long ball. 2 home runs last night. Here's the Padres defense, brought to you by the Aramco Group. Smith, Almonte in center, Liriano the rookie in right. Solarte and Amarista on the left side, Jerko and Grandal. Jerko returning to the lineup after a hamstring sat him down for a handful of games. And behind the plate, handling Tyson Ross tonight, Rene Rivera. 27-year-old from Oakland, California, House Berkeley. So much better than his record of 11 wins and 12 defeats. A few more runs along the way. He well could be up there with the leaders in the National League with 16 wins. Gomez gets it started, hitting .289, 21 homers for the leadoff man, and 64 runs batted in. Hard to do when you're leading off a game. And we're underway. The first pitch just misses at 95. First responders night this Tuesday in San Diego. Good to salute the men and women who are there in emergencies to be at our side and help us out of trouble.
See Carlos Gomez firing on that first slider. So we see a home plate umpire.
Alfonso Marquez calling the balls and strikes with Ripperger, Barrett, and Schreiber on the bases. 1-1 pitch. Challenged him and fired that 95-mile-an-hour heater right by the swing of Gomez.
A good sign of that fastball, especially with the movement. Going to watch that. If he locates it on both sides of the plate, could be a long night for the Brewers.
Another fastball misses wide. Gomez, then Lucroy and Braun, all three hitters .282 or above, all with at least 13 home runs.
I think that's the maturing of Tyson Ross. We saw that earlier in the season. That pitch would have been a slider no matter what. Now he's showing these hitters different looks. Fastballs on the edges makes it very difficult to sit on that slider.
All right. Padre Charger combo and a swing and a miss, strike three. Fastball working early for Tyson Ross.
Oh, what a good sign. Reaching back and being proud of that fastball. You see the downing movement with the fastball. Tyson Ross understands this is what the adjustments is going to be. Sitting on that slider, looking for that mistake slider. If you give that fastball, it has plenty of velocity behind it.
Gomez, the 171st strikeout victim, Tyson Ross, and here's catcher Jonathan Lucroy. Hitting .302. Ramirez cleanup .307. The fifth hitter, Jeanette, .309. Get out of my way, says Tyson Ross. You don't own the inside part of the plate any more than I do. I'm just setting my sights on that inside pitch. 2-0. Lucroy, the only regular last night without a hit, and he bends back from that pitch right down the middle.
They get me over 88-mile-an-hour slider, that power slider.
Product of the Ragin' Cajuns of the University of Louisiana Lafayette. 2-2 now the count. He's French, married a Cajun, and very active, as fans would appreciate, especially here in San Diego. Military charities, his cause. He'd fit right in with a Padre organization, wouldn't he? Ryan Braun on deck. Sounded fast, didn't it?
Yeah, it's got the popping of the glove, and you can see Rene Rivera very animated behind the plate, controlling Tyson Ross, tempering those emotions. What great chemistry they have put together all year long.
Lucroy walks more than any Brewer, and the count full. Fly ball right center. Almonte cruising into the gap to make the play. 2 away. And a look at the keys to the game tonight, brought to you by your Honda dealers of San Diego County.
Dick, as a big leaguer, you have to put things behind you. Last night's was not a good game for the Padres, to the benefit of the Brewers offense, and Tyson Ross has to deliver. After a loss, you need a closer, and Tyson Ross is that closer for Bud Black and his staff.
Ryan Braun greeted with boos as he's announced as the number 3 hitter. 17th home run of the season last night. He leads Milwaukee with those 74 runs batted in. Ooh, breaking ball had him bailing out. Strike one. Against Eric Stoltz, the slow curveball, he timed it perfectly.
He loves getting his hands extended. You'd see that he sped up the bat, but has that power to drive it to all fields.
Inside edge, 2 strikes the count.
Yeah, 2 sliders to Ryan Braun.
Foul back. Product of the San Fernando Valley, attended Granada Hills High School. He isn't the first famous athlete out of Granada Hills High School. John Elway also did his secondary education there. Then he goes all the way to the University of Miami for his collegiate career. Figure that one out. Maybe not. 2 strikes. In there, strike 3. A couple of strikeouts for Tyson Ross in a 1-2-3 first inning. He's been a strikeout pitcher all season long and shows his command early tonight. Looking at home plate, the beautiful span of the Coronado Bridge, Coronado Island off in the distance, and here on the turf of Petco Park, the starting lineup for the Padres brought to you by Toyota. Jan Solarte will start it with Abraham Almonte hitting second, then Seth Smith, the Padres leading hitter. The Cosmani Grandal, 1 home run behind Smith for the club lead with 11. Grandal. Then Jed Jerko, we welcome him back to the starting lineup. Rene Rivera, the catcher, bats 6th. Reimer Liriano in right. Alexi Amarista's been solid down at the bottom of the order, and Tyson Ross on the mound.
Well, Dick, let's take a look at the scouting report of this young 25-year-old Jimmy Nelson.